Hello, thanks for watching Megwa YouTube channel. It's me, Sarah Abalo again. We have today come to visit one of our farmers here in a place called Adwete City, and he's one of our poultry farmer. The poultry is doing well, and we have decided to take a visit to see and give some technical advice, pieces of advice on how he's keeping, and maybe he will also teach us so that we all do the learning. So here he is. He can introduce himself.
Thank you very much, everyone watching us on YouTube. By the name Andrew Calvin. I'm a farmer in Adwete City East Division. I have been in the poultry business for a long time. I'm still in the business. It's a lucrative business. I'm advising everyone to join us and do the poultry business. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Beside me here, I also have my boss, Megwa Animal Direction.
Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel. I am by the name is Fiona Adwete. I am the CEO of Megwa Vet, Megwa Farm Feeds and Megwa Agro Inputs. Here today we are in Adwete. We have come to visit our farmers. We don't only stop in town, but we also come down to our farmers and visit them. Today we have a client who is starting up a brooding, who is starting up brooding with the chicks, day-old chicks. We have decided to deliver the chicks up to home so that we can learn a few from our clients and they also learn from us. Remember, this channel is mainly for you, our clients who are watching us. This channel for you, our farmers. As we have a motto at our company that at our vet shop, animal health is our priority. That is why we have decided to come zero down to a client, follow them up, see how they are managing their birds, see how they are setting up their poultry units. And to you also who is watching us, please use this video to view and watch how to set up a brooder unit, how to brood your birds, how to manage your birds. Remember, we're going to be moving around to all our clients, and we are also going to be monitoring how they are doing, how they are brooding their birds and how they are maintaining them. Thank you very much. Here we have already come. I think we can move to the unit where he had set up. We have to go and cross-check with him.
Yes, Mr. Handler.
Yes, please.
Apart from poultry keeping, what else do you do?
I'm a civil servant. I work with Kwanya District Local Government. I'm a parish chief, and at the same time I did civil engineering. I do construction, so I do some contract work also. That's why I'm trying to bring in other projects.
Looking at those works you've mentioned, it is like they give a lot of money. Why have you decided to come to poultry again?
You know, the salary is always very little, as you guys know. So at least it's very important to put some side business. Actually, this business has been helping me a lot. I have got a lot out of. And then sometimes back I was rearing pigs. Out of the pig I was rearing, I managed to buy a pickup. I have a pickup in the special area. So I'm encouraging farmers to actually join us in this business. There's poultry and then there's piggery. Yeah.
So as you're doing this, we really need to look at the profits. What are the things you do to really maximize profits in your farm, in your poultry farm actually?
Actually, what I am doing in as to maximize profit, I am mixing
your own feed? My
own feeds. I buy concentrate from the shop, and then the mixing I'm doing it myself. So by doing that, at least you find at the end of the day you have saved something. Yeah.
Because we are looking at doing poultry as a business. And what are some of the challenges you've been facing?
Some of the challenges is security. At times you find when someone may try to want to actually tamper with your birds, so at least you have to be around, and then maybe you have to provide the means of security. You know, as we are within city, it's not easy. So it's a matter of maybe you can plan for the scurry, you can have a dog at home, or anything you can do.
What is your plan as your poultry farm is concerned in 5 years to come? Do you want to have a bigger poultry than this?
I'm planning to shift to, I have got a land in Boroboro, and then there's another one in Amucha. I'm planning to set up a big one there, and fully fenced. And so that's what I have in my plan.
Yeah, thank you so much, our viewers. So allow Mr. Andrew to take us through his farm so that we see.
Maybe before we enter his farm, you know, As we said, animal health is our priority. We don't really need to come to a vet, to a farmer's home, and then we end up transmitting or spreading diseases where we have come to. One of the measures that we take when we have come to somebody's farm is whether the person has got a disinfectant or not. We always carry our disinfectors. As you see right now, our staff is also disinfecting their hands. Then we are also supposed to disinfect the gumboots because you don't know where we have passed from. Or sometimes also when we are at the shop. Okay. Sometimes when we are at the shop, we have so many clients who go to our shop. We have so many clients who move to our shop, so we have to ensure there is safety of the client's farm units. For those ones who are having the pigs, please be cautious about this. Right now there is swine, and you know swine is a viral disease. And everybody who has got poultry, make sure that you disinfect everywhere.
And do not allow anyone to enter into your farm without doing what we are doing here, disinfecting.
Thank you very much. As we are done with disinfecting, we can move to the poultry unit. We can move to the new brooder unit where the person has set up. We want to have a look of how the person has set up the unit.
And also here, in case we had not carried our disinfectant, here, this is what you have to do before you enter.
I think we can also use the local language a bit for those who are on our YouTube channel, for those who don't pick the English bit of it. Ciao, ni do binu wana kayo at buena purwani yana binu bina no kita no setting kere jame mere kere no wani machine that potikane ne pian wana tuwa dikuni yana. When no got for more match at the ciao ni do binu wana kunjuti kita mo kere match gula yimye de bet kere mere bet gula me kanere tu touch. Twara will guli chuka match jode tuchi kan yo yini twara me you're making special order me. Uti utushukane ne man koye pi yang we don ye pere gulu kati kiti na we umero ko kiti ne mio liero giho kai gulu ping eto kati ya megini tu touch mio yam wote don ye no ati wote kuti na hama nyuti ya wote buki na hama aka gino mio wanda mier do ke do gulu kai we ginara pitamani ka gulu ni ne bere lita ta ten ko na pera pie wan kere pi jati sigri mier bed raise malo aka ita sigri kuta mier wan nyonyi moro ka ya mio la da pepor dia remember ni na kile kupara gine tiaba la kupara gine joru woni brooding mats tiaba la kupara ka peke roginore te gulu ni nyo peke roginore te sigiri de me mat por ka gine twero ga moro ma ar ko dusi de no muni gine no wa ko wana hagweno ko dusi no yinde ko las ko kana no wana duna no kire moro me geng moti you can loss me ko hakka ko kwen kire moro me geng moti you can loss pinga ta ya pete kwen. Family Sara to go ahead then you to wakita market to match.
So here she was saying, when we are brooding, we really need fire as source of heat to our chicks, to our day whole chick. Remember they've just brought them, and sometimes they can be feeling cold. So here we're going to put our charcoal. It depends on the sauce you have. It can be the charcoal stove, it can be the pot, as you can see. Now the pot has to have these holes because it's to supply heat outside the pot. We cannot use an open thing because we don't want our chicks to get burnt. So we have to cover it so that the chicks don't get burnt. And remember, when you're in the brooding house and you're really sweating, just know that the chicks are also having a lot of heat. So the heat has to be distributed evenly so that they don't be feeling very cold and they don't be feeling so hot. So here we're going to set before bringing them inside.
Adawe kama setting gini dina neighbors ukena me wana to me benefiting upon one year. Neighbors ukena tie kana we gena dwaro be taking interest. Any chawa ni by northern Uganda, you know very well ni cheng duonga ta hata kai piro nywa chao kene cheng te goy nywa kai piro ranga chao kene cheng te goy ranga kai piro ya me por chao ni do pomi to relying pomi to relying ata here mero ni wana ko do ro bero kene ginara mo pira ka tino do pa shu wa ro kene modo gwana mara at the same time buena chele do chat chulo kene school fees buena chele ni do chat te ugero kene ot buena chele ni do chat to te will buy no ko ni benefiting do kai gwen kene pundi will pick up ko apuri ni chawa ni twero wa munywage mere por you can get these things from the village from the garden without another source of transport ena mi wana tawo ni upongi na neighbors you better tell so that ka kelo ginara ni community jodu should be benefiting ginango picking in interest and ni gwenna dara ni na bedo ningo how is this person going to have his birds? Is it going to succeed? Is it going to make profits? At the end of the day, we want them to have profits. We are looking at profits. We are looking at having something that is a priority. We are looking at how it can make the children busy in holidays. At the same time, do not make the children stay at home. This is what the children can do. In holidays, they can do that. Now, one year, don't have to man. Man, it was okay. Dick come put per one for. Okay, Dick buy no cover near any better to Chagamente. He is a civil servant, but this is something that you can spend only 30 to 40 minutes to do. But at the end of the month, you have your profits after 1 month. So as the fire is setting up, we're going to pick the chicks and bring them around. Before we pick the chicks, we wanted to disinfect the whole house. We wanted to know if he has a source of light in the house. He has a source of light, as you can see, the bulbs are here.
This bulb
Before
is 100
disinfecting, you have
100 watts electricity bulb.
really clean thoroughly. You have to remove the cobwebs. You have to clean the ventilation before you disinfect, and the floor, everything.
And you can see how his floor is very clean. He mopped the floor, he has cemented. But for those who have not yet cemented the house, please don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged. After you cement your bunny and you make up when you dimate or down, you want to catch on again. Yaki did your Bajunga, or the Padush dear Tebera chill. Peka ni monocado, Yamedanti, put cementing the earth. You know the remark disinfectant. Kaiti go when you me disinfectant better what. Then a better when you don't have one for you, don't you make up. Pay Lulu, pay disinfecting. Kaina no ginayo ko na yo kama ko din gwen offensing daw ko pian pa men no din gwen yen lak kata kata. Video ka na gwen.
Yeah, I know this is what called
Mana bedo brooding pepper. Tere ka tibala mattress tibala policy ajo buriyene ka yini nyono gini no gini yom. Aka gini mi oda gini da henana ni there is something down there. It is like a sponge, it is like a mattress. Pemiro ningi shama ya pin kusha. Anything that is coming out of the floor can easily be absorbed on that. Kikaketo tanda gimano warning or carpet yen you're going to get nothing. So in about puri will brooding pepper America that will go right Megwa want to take the brooding peppers take the drinkers kind of drinkers that you can in it. And I will drink as I go down to chill down or drink as a bait you can chill like a brooding pepper near any country do Kuka.
started drinkers for this small tea.
Neighbor, young copy one of one. Think when you did delicate, you know, a Jacobi. And about drinkers, I don't think we have these sizes of the drinkers. Size of drinkers, one to get a Megwa vet. I took it when I put it at a better size near to a size of onion to you. And the buyer no come in a better to take a minute time or no come and pen to a teacher man and then man to appear to one. So, kind of man and this yellow one, this is a feeder. Man about a feeder. Man take out of window here down here. By Kitano Cover, he's a civil servant, he doesn't keep home every time. On your team can't you never put him to the man, first of all, me went to war. Any bacterial infection being as a result of not cleaning these feeders and drinkers. You're supposed to wash this every day. Me walk in and over take a better chill. And I need you can bow can when you're yet up the more bow in petrol or take a day. Eto you know any man about plastic in So when you look at this minimizes bacterial infections in you. Some of you have been treating cough, some of you have been treating flu, some of you have been treating diarrhea for a long period of time, but sometimes it is as a result of hygiene in your farm. When you look at these plastics that we are selling, plastics, we have them. This client already bought these plastics. He has used them for over a year, and up to now he's still using them. You can easily clean this every day. Like for him, he goes away for work. He said he's a civil servant. He goes away for work, so he puts his feeds here like full in the evening until evening, and the next day is able to change and wash it. But when you're using the wooden feeders, we're not discouraging. For the starter, yes, but every time you have to make a disinfectant, be your friend, you disinfect the wooden feeders. But this is more easy and this is simple. And for also the drinkers, you have to be cleaning them every time you're giving. Like if the chicks are still young, actually you have to be cleaning these drinkers twice a day, because you're going to add for this. Each time you're adding for, they have taken the water and it is done, you have to add for them another disinfectant. I think we can go ahead and bring in our birds and we put them down. As the fire is setting, you know, Lira, we can't really wait so much for this fire to catch up, because as you know, Lira is a very hot place. Right now, if we were in Central, because it is raining in Central, but in Northern Uganda, it is completely dry. Right now, I believe most of us are sweating. It is very hot. These birds can still relax because they've been in the bus, they've been transported the whole night, they're tired. We need to bring them and set them up. Thank you very much. As she moves in, I can bring the birds. Keep praying.
As you can see, our chicks are great. They're really very active. They're really doing good. But transportation also disturbs them. It gives them stress. Some can reach when they're very weak. Some can reach when they're very tired. So there's need to give them glucose plus vitamins to really make them, to give them some energy. But before that, after receiving your chicks, you really need to count them to see the ones that are dead. And there are sometimes where you order them from, maybe they have not passed them. So, like you said, you don't want losses. We need to count them, and maybe we inform the suppliers so that if they can compensate them, they send them. So,
as you can see, the birds have reached very well. We are very grateful. None of them, we don't have any death. They are very healthy. They're jumping. You see, some of them are even trying to jump out of the box because they're really stressed. They're really tired. Right now, we want them to rest a bit. In a new environment. Damani ka okero wane gweno ko ping chako yindok chako kwanyo da grugo da hegi box no tag dikina chela miero wano tiyo ka me podo tin gweno beha ini neno gina me beri dok atin gweno kanen kai chawa me atin gweno podo beha ni gini en connect atin gweno come time gini en kai pe kwanyo causing a lot of trouble in gweno neno tin gweno kere jo kunu nuo te jol te ta faniene. When you look at this, when you don't remove this causes a lot of bacterial infection, because this is, as a result of hatching, this is always attached to the shell, to the egg shell. So when we remove them all, it helps this bird a lot to be healthy. It controls a lot of bacterial infection. It's something very, very easy to pick. As you see, we are going to pick the one of these birds one by one as we are putting them down. As she picks one box, I will also be taking one box so that you can catch up with time. So there is no spread of any disease here. As you can see, they're also going to be learning, because maybe the next time that their birds are going to hatch at home, maybe their local birds won't be there. So they can always do this. They can always pick up this. Yes, you can see all the birds that are hatched from eggs Ginian kaya ni wah doa dapat ingkuen, kaya cara mati ingkuen aja kemana kita. Ginian binde, aku binde dia kotor. Kalau pelin nanti ingkuen dia rutor dia jual kuen peyot, kuah merah peyot. Mau berada di binde mana hanya mau jual kayak kau ni When I get your bed, when I don't pay out your, when I don't go to pay your money, I don't want to go when I get down. So, give you one advice and you need to find your position. They're reached well, they're very active. But now our advice to our client is, with the time, you're going to close up this. Because that will point and again not work. No,
I have a plan of bringing, we have a site near All Nation to bring a concrete block.
Yes.
And then put here about
You can even use plywood.
Plywood, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Because God will not get active. We didn't know that kind of when it's too active. You do your color. You can put picture a little bit of you know, you can do your color. You do your As you can see, we're here, we have kickstart. We're going to give our bag this kickstart to take. Is 1 teaspoonful in 2 liters of water. One look at level, I'm going to go to give tiny, I think a power of give Man tap yana purita and a teaspoon. A teaspoon, but a tablespoon. Man over a tablespoon. This is a tablespoon, not a teaspoon. But we're supposed to use 1 teaspoon in 2 liters of water. As you can see, we have 2 liters of water here. Kadong chani PNN, it doesn't have ugihatina che, no takoman and core. Then ka neno gihu chatie, neno tapo spoonful bertele. Every time I read guy what you can spoon. Every guy I want to in this spoonful. You know it's going to be full. As you can see, we are going to use half of this to mix 2 liters of water. Now, kawana miye wani gwenwa glucose here. Man ko beru ka glucose ke can fix that here, ne? It is from a company called VetCare. VetCare Uganda Limited is the distributor, sole distributor of Kickstart Uganda. Kickstart is a chick formula. Kaini neno glucose here, it has glucose, it has vitamins, it has minerals. Jamini this has glucose, it has amino acids, it has minerals. When a baby is young, needs the milk they give them, the non-one. This is more of the same of non-one for chicks. Non has got a lot of minerals and ingredients in it. After putting 1 teaspoonful and 2 liters of water, mix it very well. Make sure there are no particles down. Then we can now close our drinker for consumption. As you see, our birds are not very many, and we don't want to waste this. We don't want to waste this glucose. We are going to divide it in smaller drinkers. As you see, our drinkers are automatic. When you close this drinker and you turn it upside down, you know only pin it here down here. This water stopped coming, it means it is on its water level. Pin baby don't you turn. They put it when they are matter, when a motor any pin in a bed don't you mono in when they are matter. But if you are a pin, don't you get a better thing when they are matter, just let stop at its level. But if we give it to our chicks, you see that all of them are very hungry. They're all going to run and come for this water.
Now, here are the stones. We're going to put them in the drinkers so that the chicks don't get wet. You're going to see how I'm going to do it. As you see, I'm still going to clean it. It's the water that has the disinfectant. These chicks are still very young. They can jump inside or they can, you see, like they're running there. Now, to avoid that, you can, as you saw, I first wash these stones with the water that has disinfectant. So we put them here, so that they only put their bits inside the drinker, so that they don't get wet or fall inside water. Maybe you before you see they don't come around the shop. So that's how you